What's going on, y'all? So, look, now we back to square root one. Jimmy Butler think he a player that he not. He think he's somebody he not, and y'all actually the ESPN hype machine has made him believe that he is this mega superstar that he's not. At best, Jimmy Butler is the third option, should be the third option on the championship team. Not even the second option, in my opinion. I've seen Jimmy disappear in big games. His leadership qualities, he's lacking in that area, which was evident when he called out his teammates after a game, called out the rookies to the media in the post-game comments so the world can hear. And Rajon Rondo had to come back and check him and Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade was a veteran, a legend, a Hall of Famer, was co-signing Jimmy Butler's terrible leadership skills. And see, this is a lot of people were mad at me when I said that it was the best thing in the world for the Bulls to trade Jimmy Butler. Why? Because for Jimmy Butler, we got Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, and a pick that turned out to be Lauri Markkanen. Three young promising players. Chris Dunn looked like he was on his way to be a bust playing under Tom Thibodeau because Thibodeau does not play rookies. It's a fact. He barely played Jimmy Butler when Jimmy was a rookie. He got garbage time minutes. So now you're really seeing what Chris Dunn can be as of lately. But I'm gonna get on to something else. Jimmy Butler is a problem in the locker room. Like, he is hard to play with. He's toxic. He's been toxic to two locker rooms back to back. In Chicago, when he was, first of all, it was rumored that he was butting heads with Joakim Noah, becoming a little too big for his britches, believing that, first of all, he got this thing that he always has a problem with a player. He feel like guys aren't working hard as him, working as hard as him, or they don't have a passion for the game as hard as him. Just because some young guys like to play video games and stuff like that, and he like to be serious 24/7, because Jimmy had to work, and I'm gonna give it to him. He had to work his ass off to get where he was. You know what I mean? He wasn't as naturally talented as a lot of these other guys were or are. He had to really, really work hard to get where he was at. He's become a very solid player. But at the same time, he feel like if you ain't giving the same effort he wants you to feel, if you don't appear to be as invested in the game as he wants you to be, he got a problem with you. And no. See, a lot of people, his value in his mind, he think he's something he's not because ESPN puts up his stats, his numbers, and they make it seem like he's on a tier with perennial all-stars like LeBron, KD, or, Kyrie Irving, and he's not there to me at all. Like, no, he's not. Averaged 22 points per game last year, and I say this, when Jimmy Butler is the best player on your basketball team, it gets you at best a 7th to 9th seed in a conference. And that's fact. And y'all screaming out to me, Jimmy Butler, he this and he that. Listen, I'm going to give him credit. He's a great, solid defender. He can score. He get a lot of his points from the free throw line, though. He can score. He can get streaky. He's not a great shooter. Solid defender, though. Can slash, but he got some holes in his game, and I've seen him disappear in big-time games. But he not what y'all think he is. Like, if he's so good, why we lost 4 straight games to an Isaiah Thomas-led Boston Celtics team in the playoffs with Dwayne Wade? Now, it's not the same flash of years before, not the same Dwayne Wade of previous years, but Wade was still averaging, 18 a game that year? He can give you 18, 17 a game. Why we lost 4 straight games to an Isaiah Thomas-led Boston Celtics team? Somebody answer me that. Because before Derrick Rose got hurt, there is no way in hell we losing 4 straight games to an Isaiah Thomas-led Boston Celtics team. Now, people can point out Rose lost 4-1 against the Miami Heat. Yeah, with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, 3 future Hall of Fame, surefire Hall of Fame players. Chris Bosh is borderline Hall of Fame, but he gonna get in because he got the 2 rings and he really helped Miami get them championships, and he got all the records in Toronto for the most part. But Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, surefire Hall of Famers. But ain't no way D Rose is gonna take an L, 4 straight L's, let alone to an Isaiah Thomas-led Boston Celtics team. I don't care if Brad Stevens is over there; he's his brilliant basketball mind. Pooh is not letting that happen. We lost 4 straight games. Just because Rajon Rondo went out, that don't mean we should have lost them games. We still should. If Jimmy liked that, if he really liked that, he should have won them games. He not like that, like a lot of people saying. And I'm sorry to bust y'all bubble, but he not. And see, a lot of people have this fanfare with Jimmy because of his blindside storyline. You know, he got a great story. You know, he kicked out by his mom and parents, his mom, and you know, a family came in and warmed him up. You know, a young, older white couple came in and embraced him and all that type of stuff. He got a great storyline. They love it, so they milking that Jimmy's this and that. Listen, Jimmy, he the third. He should be the third best player on your basketball team. He not like that. He not it. I'm sorry, and his leadership qualities are extremely questionable. I'm looking at how other guys interact with Cat on the team is totally different. And I'm looking at what Pooh, when D-Rose came over there. It's a clip of D-Rose. He like, man, I'm turning the ball over. He like, man, it's okay. You doing good, man. You doing good. Don't worry about it, man. Just keep playing, man. And that's what a leader is supposed to do. Not come out to the public and throw his teammates under the bus and acting all like a drama queen because guys he like to play video games and you don't think he's showing enough heart and enough passion. Now, let's get on to Steven Jackson, a guy who I've been a huge fan of over the years. I mean, huge fan for his candidness in the media, how he's willing to speak and say his mind and he's tell his story, and he's not going to sugarcoat any questions or anything like that. But at a lot of times, though, Stack is biased on things, and he goes a little far with certain things, and then don't expect people to respond. He comes out and saying that Andrew Wiggins, he's a solid player, but he needs to visit the Wizard of Oz to get some heart in him. He ain't got no heart. He missing a lot of heart. He ain't this and he ain't that. Andrew Wiggins' brother responds. I'm not sure if Andrew Wiggins responded as well. I got to check into it. He may have. So his brother responds saying that Stack or Steven Jackson was a bum. Now I don't agree with Stack on some things, but he was never a bum. He averaged 20 a game in several seasons, 18 a game, 16 a game, and when they won that chip against the New Jersey Nets, they wouldn't have won it without huge shots from Steven Jackson. But at the same time, Stack going out here making jokes, calling people, saying they ain't got no heart and all of that. When that boy respond, you talking about something. They sensitive and all that. No, he a grown man. And it's his brother. If he feel like you disrespecting his brother, he says something that is what it is. Somebody coming in, my little brother, I'm going to respond to it, especially if you trying to play bully ball and trying to play like, because you know Stack, he live off the fact that he was knocking dudes out. He was giving dudes them hands. He's trying to play bully ball, OG, and talk like this, and you think them young boys are going to respond to you. Now, a lot of people like, he must don't know about what Stack did in the stands. Y'all got to stop it, man, because OGs can get knocked out too. I've seen a lot of old heads getting knocked out by a lot of young boys. I'm not advocating violence, but y'all acting like, you know, young boys shouldn't respond to Steven Jackson or anything like that. But Stack siding with with Jimmy Butler because they both from Texas. Jimmy's from Tomball, Texas, and Steven Jackson from Port Arthur. So they got that Texas connection. He riding with his Texas brethren. And that's cool and all. But Jimmy ain't like that. And I'm telling y'all, he got everybody fooled. Like, he's a toxic leader. Every locker room he go to, he got some issues or some problems. He turned into a diva from a young, humble guy that was hard working. Now he feel like he on his pedestal and he's turned into an all-around diva now. Like, I mean, just like how he interact, like he acting as if he's upset that he had to work so hard and these other guys, they don't wear it like a certain type of way, so they not working hard and this and that. Yes, Cat did disappear in that series, but I think that last game, Jimmy was horrible that last game, that closeout game against the Rockets. So what we talking about? And the Bulls end up winning that trade because we got young promising players for 59 games of Jimmy Butler in Minnesota. And Jimmy's always going to be that player. If he's the head, you're going to be just okay to make the playoffs, if that, and that's it. First round exit every time. I'm telling y'all, I've seen this coming happening before. People calling him a superstar. He this and he that. He this good, he that good. No, he's a very good player, but he should be the third best player on your team. He's what you add to a team that's already constructed to win a championship with two other superstars. Put him on a team that help get you over the top. He shouldn't be a second best player on the team. And he got a lot of Kyrie Irving in him too. You know, certain things, certain similarities about their personality a little bit, but Kyrie better than him though. He better. Like, Kyrie actually is better than him. I don't think Kyrie can lead a team to a championship, but he at least the second best player on the team to get you to a championship. But Jimmy, come on now. Come on, man. He probably trying to team up. I think he became close friends with Kyrie Irving, so he might be trying to go over there with Kyrie and try to assemble something with the Knicks or the Nets or something like that. I really don't see. I don't know. He might go to the Clippers too. I ain't no telling, whatever. But you know, he probably gonna find something wrong with one of the other teammates. He go to the Knicks. Next thing we know, Porzingis ain't serious enough as he should be, and he this and he that, and he ain't trying to come back from injury. He ain't as serious as he should be, and all that. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hot up here. I'm sweating too, but let me get this over. But Jimmy think everybody's supposed to be one certain way, and if they ain't that way, he got a problem with it. He take issue with it. And Stat coming out defending him and getting mad because a young boy is defending his brother, and Andrew Wiggins gonna stand down and defend himself. It is what it is. You say something, somebody gonna respond. They not sensitive. They just responding back to your criticisms. And nah, man, I'm sorry. Like, if Jimmy that good, we wouldn't have lost 4 straight games. Period. Jimmy that good, if he's the first scoring option on your team, you should be higher than an 8th seed. Higher than, I don't care if he in the West. If he that good, he should be higher than 7, 8 seed. Then y'all gonna say, oh, they was in the 4th seed when he got hurt. They still would have lost some same games. I seen Jimmy be unable to close out games. Because y'all, like, the Chicago media was trying to act like he was on D-Rose level or something to D-Rose level. He was never that. He was never no MVP caliber player. He at best 15, almost near the 20 best player in the league. One of the 20, like, really in the, like, almost near the 20 than 15 to me. 15, 20 range, something like that. If that, you know, probably like 18, something like that. But he ain't like that, like he trying to make it seem, you know, demanding trades and all this type of stuff. But again, he's a toxic, he's seen to be toxic for locker rooms. He always got a problem everywhere he go. Calling out them young boys, and then Rondo had the G-check. I'm like, hold on. Y'all veterans calling out these rookies like that? What type of leader are you? Let's be honest. What type of leader are you? That ain't real. You know, but Stat gonna ride with his Texas brethren. Alright, cool. Be that as it may. But I'm going to continue saying he ain't it. He the third scoring option on the team. No. So all this, you know, Jimmy this and Jimmy that, all the fans, a lot of fans in Chicago was mad. Why we trading Jimmy Butler? Again, if we would have kept a hold on Jimmy Butler, we would have continued being a 7 and 8 seed and not good enough, not bad enough to get some draft picks, because that's the only way the Chicago Bulls are going to elevate. Because we don't attract big-time free agents. Even being the third largest city in America, a huge market, a lot of free agents don't come here for whatever reason. The only way for the Bulls to get better is for them to get better in the draft. So they knew they had to trade away Jimmy Butler to be bad enough to get young picks and get young players involved and get things going right. He didn't get along with Fred Hoiberg. These young guys play well with Fred Hoiberg. So you tell me what it is. It was rumored that Joakim was getting into it with him. He getting too big for his britches. He thinks he's a diva now. He think he this and he that. Nah, bro. I watch basketball. I don't look at highlights. And I don't just watch highlights and watch the ticker. I watch the games. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. I'm watching these Bulls games. I'm seeing what he not doing and what he ain't. And I'm seeing what he is and what he ain't. He's a good player. Very good player. I'm going to commend him. He pat him on his back. He worked hard to get where he was at. Because he wasn't good when he first came in like that. He worked hard. But to think like he a first or second option is ridiculous. Third option at best. And I'm gone.